welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? I finally did my makeup. So we had a long day today. We went up and we got pictures made with Santa Claus, and we went shopping and had some lunch. So it has been a crazy day. We're gonna eat some leftovers for dinner because this mama's lazy. And I got me a new camera today, so excited. I'm going to be trying that out tomorrow as I film my other one. So I hope you guys are ready for a fun-filled video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Guess what we're doing? Pictures with who?
Santa.
Santa Claus. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Alrighty.
New glasses.
She does have new glasses. Everybody look. Ready? So cute. Fit her face perfectly. Alrighty. We're gonna go get pictures made with Santa. Say bye.
Bye.
Hi everybody. Welcome back. Sorry, my voice cracked. So I had been talking to you guys in a video a couple weeks back about how our houses are set up, and I got a couple compliments, you know, on how I kept things clean even though I didn't show you a room tour. And I had a bunch of comments actually that said, we'd love to see your house and how it's set up, because there's different military bases, different military houses everywhere. So I wanted to give you guys a walkthrough of my home, let you see what everything looks like, kind of see what you get when you get military housing. It's not horrible. There's definitely more upgraded versions of my house here in the neighborhood. A little jealous, but other than that, let's go ahead and go. The number to my house is right above my head, so we're gonna miss that portion of it, but let's take you through the house. So have the front door. I've already got my Christmas lights up. These boxes right here light up when they're plugged in. This is my little gnome. He's got his little USN Navy bag right there. So yeah, and then I have my icicle lights that are plugged up right there, and then we have a projector that actually hits the front of our house too that is snowflakes. So let's go inside. I have a very good girlfriend of mine that actually painted this for me, and she actually gave a couple of us from the neighborhood the same thing. It just had the different last name to it. I absolutely love it. I put it up every Christmas, and it's basically my Christmas wreath because I still have yet, I'm very picky, I still have yet to find me a Christmas wreath that I'm absolutely in love with. So that's what kind of happens. So behind the front door is our, let me turn some lights on, see if you guys can see better. So behind the front door we have our little entryway thing there. Here's our downstairs bathroom. This is where I keep the dog food. And then in our entryway, so there's the front door. In our entryway I have this little shoe rack set up here, and technically this is supposed to be a bench, but nobody ever sits on it. It's just there for looks. So if you go into our downstairs bathroom, I will turn one light off for another. So this is our downstairs bathroom. It's kind of small. I have kind of the nautical seashells. I've got the anchors everywhere. Obviously we're Navy, so I have it all done up in like the Navy seashells and stuff like that. And then I have my little flowers sitting there. We have the Navy rug. So yeah, that's just the little downstairs bathroom. This is the one that I try my best to keep clean at all times. However, that does not always happen, especially with these floors. They literally pick up everything. Doesn't matter what it is. If there's one little black spot right here, you can see it. So we're gonna turn around. Hello. So looking this direction from the bathroom, if you come out here, I'll kind of go around in a semicircle and show you. So obviously this is the steps to go upstairs. I'll turn this little light back on here. So we have the steps that go upstairs. As you can see, they're very worn. We go up and down them constantly. So here's our laundry room. Forgive the baskets, Mommy has some laundry to do. But we've got a pretty decent laundry room. I have a little organizer here. This is kind of where the girls drop all of their little artsy stuff here. Of course, my daughter threw her stuffed animal in here. And then this actually is the refrigerator that they gave us for the house. And what I did was, and you'll see in the other kitchen, is that I bought a side-by-side and then I put this one in here, and obviously we just put meats and like frozen waffles and that kind of thing in here. And then we use this one solely for leftovers and sodas and drinks for everybody when they come here. So I'm not going to show you that. That's the litter pan. You don't want to see that. Dryer, washer. I have a little organizer here that holds like dryer sheets and that kind of thing. And we do have one up here, but this one was too short for that. So this is where all of Daddy's stuff goes. I have some Febreze up there, but Jared has to use bleach for his white t-shirts that go over underneath some of his uniforms. So he's got his bleach up there, and then he has a particular little bag that he takes with him back and forth when he needs to do laundry whenever he leaves. This right here just ends up being a catch-all. I've got some LuLaRoe clothes that I just didn't want to give to Goodwill. I'm gonna see, there's a little girl that is my girlfriend's daughter, and I think she would fit into those, so I just don't want to get rid of them. There's a few odds and ends in there that are supposed to be in the girls' bedroom, but I haven't hung them up yet. And then I keep all of my baby carriers up here because they are very expensive. I don't want them to get ruined. And then these are just my cleaning rags. You guys don't want to see that either. And then I have a drying rack here. This is for all my stuff that, you know, you don't want to put in the dryer or what have you. A little laundry basket, and this is my little reindeer. I only put him out for Christmas time. He holds my door open because this door does not want to stay open otherwise. So back out here into the foyer, I have to be quiet. Little man sleeping over there. This is the entryway to our kitchen. So I have my coffee cart here. I have all my Pioneer Woman cookbooks, my aprons, which I very rarely wear unless I'm doing like hardcore cooking. But I have all my cookbooks. That's my little sugar container. My Keurig, obviously, kind of self-explanatory. You know, it holds the cat food and that kind of thing just to keep it up out of the way. Water dispenser, this kind of stuff, you know, stuff you don't even care about. But see, I bought this side-by-side refrigerator and we put it in here. And this is like our normal refrigerator. And one day I'll give you guys a tutorial because I bought these like Frigidaire things. And I'm telling you what, they have kept my refrigerator so clean and so organized. It keeps the kids from making a mess in my refrigerator. I even have some in the actual door because a lot of times, you know, when you have stuff in the door, these things slide around a lot. And having them in this container, the container slides around but not the bottles. So it kind of helps with like hearing all of the banging and clanging. We have a very small kitchen. I will show you. This is from the foyer. We have like a galley style setup to our kitchen. And as you can tell, I have a lot of wine theme going on, but we're about to change the theme in here very soon, hopefully. I want to do kind of like the Pioneer Woman setup, but as much as I love her, a lot of her stuff is just ridiculously overpriced for no reason. So I think I'm going to try to stick with these colors. Like here's one of her knives. I really do enjoy the red and the teal and that very light muted, hold on, the very light muted green, the light blue. So I want to kind of incorporate those colors without physically having to buy a lot of her stuff, because I do have some of her stuff. Like this is Pioneer Woman. You know, if I've gotten it in a gift set or whatever, I've kept it. And then I have her knives, which are like my favorite thing in the world. These are the greatest knives ever. They do need to be replaced though. They're wood. And she actually makes some that have kind of like this. It's like this shiny material. So I think I'm going to get those next. That'll be my next buy. But yeah, so it's a very small galley kitchen. The only time it really becomes a problem is if mom's in here cooking and I have 3-year-old right here going, Mommy, Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need that. So, and then it just gets too cluttered. So, back in through here. You can definitely go through this walkway, excuse the trash. We put a baby gate here because it just became too much of a hassle for people going in and out of my kitchen. But I'll show you in a minute, around this other side of the wall, there's another entrance right here into where Brennan's playroom is that you guys have seen me clean before. But I put a baby gate here and a baby gate here just so that it keeps kind of him enclosed. It kind of sanctions off my kitchen to where he can't come through here. So there definitely is 2 entrances and exits, but we only use the one. So, har har. There's my baby. Who's that baby? Oh, the har har. That's my Harley boy. He is 15 years old this year. He is my little old man. But anyway, so you come into the living room. And this is from the foyer, obviously. So there's the shoe rack. In from the foyer. And then little man asleep on the love seat. We have our sectional couch here. I have the coffee table. I have another little end table here, which basically just becomes mommy's catch-all, because I actually sit in this spot right here, and that's where I kind of sit all the time. Unless I'm laying down, but that's for the most part. That's why it's dipped in right there, because I kind of lounge on the couch. But here's our TV stand. We have all of our stockings up. And actually, this TV stand is one of the ones that is a fireplace. So it has a fireplace built into it, and for the most part I leave this on. I just don't, it actually has a pumping heater in it, and I just don't turn the heater portion of it on to where you can see the fire behind the stockings. It's really pretty during the Christmas time. And then there's Isabella. That's our little elf. She decided, my daughter plays the piano, my youngest, and so she had her practice yesterday, so Isabella thought she was going to practice today. So, like I told you guys before, this was at one point, God forbid the mess. You guys have seen this before. You know how bad this mess gets. This is for my 3-year-old. And mommy just gets tired of cleaning it most of the time, so I only do it once a week. I know that sounds really horrible, but this is my husband's gaming chair, and the TV that goes right here is where he plays his games. So I don't necessarily clean this up all the time because he plays in here, and normally, you know, Saturday afternoon I'll clean it up and get it all cleaned up, and then throughout the week he messes it up, and he'll clean some of it a little bit, but it's always hard getting him to do that. But there's my beautiful Christmas tree and my little teddy bear basket that my grandfather made me. So yeah, we made that into the playroom, which was at one point our dining room, but it was just more feasible to give him someplace he could play. So we just moved our dining room table in here, and that's actually a Christmas gift for someone, so I'm gonna not show it. So there's our table, and it's just a 4-seater because, like I said, it's very rare that we all sit down for dinner. Like I said, my couch is literally feet away from it, so a lot of times Daddy and I are over here, and the kids sit over here, because we obviously are adults and cannot get stuff all over ourselves, and then the kids cannot. This right here is the bane of my existence. This is my kids' art section. This thing is in constant disarray. It never gets cleaned up like it's supposed to, and it just stays a cluttered hot mess. So other than that, it seems to be working, but what I would like to do is this wall's a little bit short, but I would like to actually move this to this wall, and I would like to get a little 3 or 4 rung bookshelf and slide these apart. Put the bookshelf in the middle of it because my books sit up here. I have all of my other books are in boxes. The kids have books that are thrown all in here that need to go onto a bookshelf. But I'm really debating whether to buy it or not because our new house that we're putting in for at our next duty station actually has a built-in bookshelf. So I may just wait. But until then, this thing is just a constant eyesore. But it is what it is. The kids draw and they color all the time and they keep their iPods and their cords and stuff in there. So it all just kind of keeps in there. It's just, it's so blatantly out there because it is kind of in my living room. So I don't want to make this video too long, so we're going to go upstairs real quick. And there's only one room that I'm not going to show you guys because it has become kind of a catch-all. It's a spare bedroom, but we do use it for storage a lot. So it is really a hot mess at this point because I'm going through stuff because we're getting ready to PCS. So you have 2 flights of stairs. It goes in a zipper pattern like this, up the stairs. This is the girls' linen closet. They keep all their little purses and all their bags. And then so you have left and you have right. Okay, so right is going to be Brendan and Sophia's room. I just redid this, excuse me, last night because I needed a little bit more space. Little man is actually getting a Christmas gift, and we won't say what, but he's getting a Christmas gift, and I needed the space right here. So I moved some stuff around last night. This dresser right here used to be in this corner. This is my daughter's dresser. That's my son's dresser. But because she actually would rather have this tall dresser versus the long dresser, I'm going to swap the two. And then once my son has his own room, excuse me, in our next duty station, this will go in his bedroom because it's the same amount of drawers. It's just how they're set up, obviously, because one's long and one's short. Or tall, I mean. So my daughter has a loft bed. And like I said, right now it's kind of a cluttered mess because they're both in the same bedroom. Mainly because Brendan very rarely stays in his own room anyways. He likes to go and sneak in with Big Sissy. So there is a lot of times where I am finding him in Sissy's bedroom. So it's kind of just the way it is. And then they share a closet, which Sophia's side is a little bit messy right now because she's got a lot of her birthday stuff that we didn't really have a place to put. So it's kind of on the bottom of her floor. And then Brendan's stuff is in there, so it is what it is for now. But this is their room. And this beanbag, obviously, this does not stay up here normally, so this is taking up a majority of the room in here. This actually normally sits where my Christmas tree goes, so that's why it's in here right now. This right here is the spare bedroom. Like I said, I'm not even going to show it to you. It's just a hot mess, like... I've got clothes and stuff that I've got to go through that are for my nephew, and it's just a mess. And that's just kind of why the door stays shut. But this is the girls' bathroom, or I should say the girls' and Brendan's bathroom. It's kind of set up like a Jack and Jill. Of course, there's no entryway from the opposite side, but you have the sink that kind of sits outside of the toilet and bathtub area, and then the bathtub and the toilet are in there, and it's just super cute. Of course, this normally is a hot mess. I'm really surprised that it's this clean. This is the girls' responsibility. They know that they have to keep their bathroom clean. Normally this sink right here is disgusting, which I do see some stuff in there, but it's not as bad as what it normally is, because you see they have makeup brushes and makeup, so it is definitely a constant hot mess. So it's super cute. We have this arrow print. It just made it more gender neutral because they do share a bathroom with their brother, and even when we go to our next duty station, they'll still have to kind of share a bathroom. So we have girls will be girls, and it has the arrows. Boys will be boys. And then on the inside, dream big, little one. and we've got like the arrow slash chevron look to everything. And then we pulled some teal out. And then they do have this one towel here, but this towel needs to be replaced. It had rips in it from something, God only knows what. So that's their bathroom. This is their little shoe rack. I love this thing. Super cheap at Big Lots, I believe. But it's just something because at one point we had shoes all the way across this wall right here. It just makes it like nice and neat and simple right there. So, excuse that laundry basket. That's clean clothes. This is my husband. This is what we like to call my husband's playroom. He has his 3D printer in there, and the kids put their, I'll show you. It's probably a hot mess as well, but it's got shelving in here. So you see the kids have all of their board games back in here. I mean, it's just a hot, eclectic mess. My husband's got some computer stuff down here, and then he's got his 3D printer over there. So it really is. It just kind of stays a hot mess because everything gets shoved in here. All the extra cords. He built his own quadcopter, so it's all in here. So this thing, I love the fact that this thing has a door that can be shut. And this is my oldest baby's room. We just actually moved her from sharing with Sophia and moving her into her own room because she's a little bit too old now to be sharing with Sissy. So she has what she has in here and she loves it. Normally this room is a hot, ever-loving mess, but she came home Sunday from getting pictures made with Santa Claus, and Daddy said, no, no, no. You go upstairs and you clean that room. So it's very bare right now, but you know, she's got the double sliding doors for her closet, which I won't show you in there because her floor down here just stays full of stuffed animals and blankets, and you know, she already has a pile over here. I don't know what she needs with more of them in here, but I'll show you with the light on. Maybe it'll be or not. It's hard. Well, shoot. I think she did tell me her light was blown, so that's my fault. So I need to get her another bulb. But she has her little nightstand here. Next year for Christmas, I want to actually get her a bedroom suit with a bed and some nightstands and then an actual dresser. Because this is just a Walmart dresser, and this drawer right here, it just stopped working. Like, she can't get it in there. She can't get it out. We got it back in, and I was like, just don't touch it. These three work just fine, but this one right here does not. So, it is what it is. So, this is mine and my husband's room. I'll turn this on real quick. So, we have our tall Chester drawer here. Please don't look at that frame. It needs to be finished. That is Mommy slacking right now. So, we have our tall Chester drawer there. We have our long dresser right here with our TV and my husband's PlayStation stuff. This right here is a mirror, but it actually has a lock on it, and that lock actually opens, and it's a jewelry organizer. So I'm in love with that thing. My husband got it for me, I believe, 2 Christmases ago. It's the best thing I've ever gotten in the world because I have my jewelry in there, and I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but the girls do. And I'm able to keep their, like, legit nice stuff in here to where they don't ruin them. So, this is our walk-in closet. It is actually clean, however, there's clean clothes that need to be put up because this Mommy, again, never puts up her clothes. I kind of live out of baskets. I'm that bad. So, we keep an AC unit up here. Because even in the wintertime, it can get hot up here. I don't know why. Obviously, heat rises, but this house just, it stays hot for some reason. So these here are just blackout curtains because before, when my husband, before he went to Hawaii, he was working nights. So we had to buy blackout curtains because he had to sleep during the day. And as you can see, which I think that's just because of the camera, because normally when the light is off and everything, it is pitch black in here. So, Daddy's nightstand, bed, Mommy's nightstand, and you see mine has a lot more crap on it. Harley's bed. And then I just have a few little pictures hung up along the wall. I have the infamous Navy guy and the nurse picture that hangs up in here. So my camera shut off. Again, I've got to have my husband figure out what's going on with this thing because I am not that, you know, technologically inclined. But it wants to shut off after about 22 minutes or so. So this is mine and my husband's bathroom. Of course, my son does not know how to put up his toothbrush because he brushes his teeth in here. So my husband has his side, which his stays pretty much together, and then he has his, like, we call it his go bag. But he keeps the majority of his stuff in here right now because he's back and forth between teaching in Hawaii and here. So this just kind of holds all of his stuff, and then when he's ready to leave, he literally just takes this bag and goes. This is mine. I have yet to find a setup that I'm absolutely in love with. I did have organizers that stacked all the way up, and it just got to be too much. So I gave my girls those organizers, and now I think what I'm going to do is I have this 3-drawer thing right here. And I've seen people actually make foam board organizers to go in there, and they use these for their makeup. So I may do that. My husband at one point may say, okay, that's enough makeup. But until then, we will have it all organized. So normally this thing is full of bath bombs, but Mama's been taking a lot of baths lately, so that's kind of empty. Basket for like extra lotions and stuff just so that it's not on the counter. And then I'm absolutely in love with this thing. This thing is fabric. I bought it off of a lady that bought it for her stand-up shower, I believe, just to kind of cover up the ugly sight of the glass all the time. And as you can see, mine is a little short right now because we have these hotel bars that are kind of curved. So it makes it a little shorter, but her actual stand-up shower was like this tall. So no matter what, it was too short. So she sold it to me for like 10 bucks. I went online because I looked at the tag on it, went online and looked, and this thing was like a $70 freaking shower curtain. And she sold it to me for like $10. I couldn't be happier because it goes with my teal and my brown. And I just love these colors. They've always been my favorite in a bathroom. It just makes things look so clean. So, I love it. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the room tour. Let me turn this off. We have it set up to where we have to turn off our light by that because my light switch is behind here. So, welcome to mom life because I am short. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys kind of that room tour and let you see what everything looks like for military housing. We don't necessarily have a lot. I'm sorry, that is very dark. There we go. We don't necessarily have a lot, but my husband and I make sure that what we do have, we utilize to the best of our ability. Because believe you me, it gets very crowded, it gets very cluttered very easy, and we try not to do that inside of our house. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to do probably, I've thought about it here lately, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually start only doing a video on Wednesdays and Sundays. I have found that trying to get a video done every single day just got to be where it was like, not that I didn't want to do it because I love making these videos for YouTube, but it got to be to the point where I was like, oh my God, I have so much stuff that I have to do, but I still have to do my video. Like, I've got to figure out kind of what's more important. And like I said, as much as I love YouTube, spending time with my family is a little bit more important, especially with my 3 kids and my husband's schedule right now and him being back and forth and gone, that it's very rare that I get to see him. So yeah, we're just kind of living in this house. We've got another 7.5 months, something like that. We move in July, and then we will be on to the next. And at that point, I will give you guys another room tour. I'm gonna hopefully I'll give you guys a room tour before we even start unpacking. Like, the good thing about Navy movers is when they move you, all the beds and all that kind of stuff, they put together for you. They break it down for you when they're here. They put it up for you when they get back. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So some of it may be in the room, but I'll give you a room tour and kind of show you guys what everything looks like before we get it all set up. But anyways, we're reaching like a 25-minute mark on this video, and I don't want it to be super duper long. So I love you guys. Like, comment, share this video as much as you possibly can. Please, you guys, get me out there. Like I said, I've been talking to my mother-in-law. She's got some ideas for me to get myself out there a little more, and I'm gonna try that probably after the first of the year. I'm gonna try that. So yeah, look forward to new things to come. And as always, keep living the crazy life. Have a good day. See you later.